how did you get 500 schools built? What was the evolution of that journey for you?
One by one. I remember the first time we said we're going to build one school, people laughed at us. And then we hit that goal of 10. People said, "Oh, your kids don't overreach." How we build schools, it's through a model we call adopt a village. And a lot of people are familiar with the idea of, adopting a child. It's on a much larger scale to make it more sustainable. And the idea being we want to be able to exit the community and ensure the community can keep running the project. So it's not charity in the traditional sense of the word. It's more empowerment and community partnerships, and it's something more sustainable. So we initially started building schools in communities halfway around the world, and we would sit with the community. We have a philosophy we call the drink tea philosophy, and we would sit with the women and drink tea, and the elders and drink tea, and the men and drink tea, and the children and drink tea, and go through it all over again in that spirit of partnership and asking, how can we work together? Not just dropping a building and really asking, what do we need to do to help children go to school? Because education, there's no magic bullet to end poverty in this world. But if there was, it would be universal primary education. Not to overwhelm listeners with statistics, but just for a second, if you provided universal primary education in this world, you would prevent 7 million new AIDS infections over the next 10 years. People know how to protect themselves. You want to empower girls. The UN has shown, United Nations has shown, just 3 years of basic education makes such a difference in family income, family planning, and health. It's the key to peace building, the key to democracy, the key to economic empowerment. The old adage, you can give a person a fish or teach them how to fish and feed them for a lifetime. All of this comes to education. So when we bring schools, we also bring health projects, ensuring kids can learn well because they're healthy in the schools, clean water, so that girls don't have to walk a far distance to go to the rivers and draw water, and it stops them from going to school. So instead, they have a well at the school, they receive classes, and they bring clean water from the well back home. And also economic empowerment for the women in the community, small businesses based out of the school, so the women can earn enough through cows or milking animals and sewing machines and little plots of land. So it's an economically sustainable school, so they take over the ownership. It's their project. And as we phase out of a community, after about 5 years, they can maintain the schools and notebooks, and they run the school themselves. So again, it's not charity, but it's empowerment in the truest sense of the word.